A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mon. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Lindsey now off the read option.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Phillip Lindsey.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. That is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Mond. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play that time through the air. 51 yards. These two teams all tied after one. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Lindsey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kellen Mond with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's third down. Throwing now is Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? From the 40 now on second down. Mond escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Mond going to throw it.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mon looks to throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Zaven Collins able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing again, Murray. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Able to find Isabella. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. 2nd and 8. Murray now. They'll get this off to Taylor.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Isabella now from his end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. He completes it to Ridley. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
He's picked off near his own 48, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A carry here for Hunt, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down and 4. Mon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Mon.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Isabella now from his end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Now left side on the swing pass. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be a second down.
Mond out of the shotgun.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
On first down, here's Mond.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Mond. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Here's Murray. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Murray going to throw. Steps away to his left. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Shotgun now for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 14. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Murray's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Cardinals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From the gun, here's Mond.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, it's Hunt, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Phillip Lindsay
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside?
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Max 22, Max 22. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mond's throw here into the hands of Moore.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Again, he finds more. Now the Vikings will use the second of their... Timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First down, Vikings.
Ready, break. Mike 29. Let's go one more. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Red, yellow. Go pink. Motion, motion, motion. Switch.
Mond looks to throw on first down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 10, Mond. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.